Protests around the country this evening in the wake of a grand jury's decision not to charge a New York police officer who used a chokehold on a man.
And here in San Diego, local leaders are coming together to demand one big change they say will build trust between police and minority communities. San Diego 6's John Carroll live in City Heights with what they want from Congress and President Obama. John.
Well, Jim, Netta, unlike other big cities across the country, San Diego is relatively protest-free today. That will change here tomorrow night, this familiar park here, Officer Hinwood Memorial Park in City Heights. A protest here scheduled for 6 p.m. But today, local faith leaders in San Diego announced a big demand they say will make a big difference in relations between police and minority communities. Demonstrators took to the streets across America on Thursday, with the biggest protests happening in New York City. On Thursday evening, thousands streamed onto the Brooklyn Bridge, shutting down traffic in one direction for a time. And details from Officer Daniel Pantaleo's testimony before the grand jury are now coming to light. Pantaleo admitted he heard Eric Garner saying he couldn't breathe. The moment was captured on video.
I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
Pantaleo is not talking, but on Thursday his lawyer said Pantaleo was the last witness to speak to the grand jury. He testified that he tried to disentangle himself from Eric Garner and to get off of him as quickly as he could. But the video shows at least 16 seconds passed between the time Garner hit the pavement and when Pantaleo removed both the chokehold and his hold on Garner's head.
At what point do we show compassion towards another human being?
Like so many people, San Diego pastor Gerald Brown was disturbed by what he saw on this video. On Thursday morning, he and other faith leaders here got a call from local Chaldean leader Mark Arabo.
I think Americans want an America where, when they see their police officers, they're not scared of them.
Arabo wrangled together several clergy members who are all now going to go to Washington, D.C. to demand Congress pass a bill mandating body cameras for all police in the United States.
You become a police officer, you get a gun, a badge, and a body camera.
We think that it will hold more accountability for both the police department and for the average everyday citizen as they encounter one another.
The city of San Diego is in the process of equipping all officers with body cameras. The city of El Cajon is expected to follow suit. But if every officer everywhere had one, it's the hope of people like Pastor Brown that something like this, what happened to Eric Garner, won't ever happen again.
You know, it's one thing to restrain a person, but it's another thing to keep on pressing on that person till that person is dead.
Now, since the death of Eric Garner was all caught on camera, I asked Pastor Brown what difference police body cameras would have made there. He said that if all officers were wearing them there, that the grand jury would have had that much more information with which to make a decision. Perhaps a different decision. Live tonight in City Heights, John Carroll.